this one's a little long. It says Arthur and Lance are asked to solve the inequality negative 1/4 x minus 3/8 is less than 1/2. Arthur declares that the solution is x is greater than negative 1/2, while Lance declares that the solution is x is less than negative 7/2. Their work is shown below. Unfortunately, both Arthur and Lance are incorrect. What we need to do, first thing, is we need to explain the flaw in Arthur's reasoning, and we need to explain the flaw in Lance's reasoning, and we need to determine the correct solution of the inequality. Guess what I'm going to do first? I'm actually going to find the correct solution. I'm actually going to solve it. So, I have negative 1/4 x minus 3/8. So I need to add 3/8 to each side because that's the inverse operation, or the additive inverse of negative 3/8. I get negative 1/4 x is less than, over here I'm going to do my busy work with 1/2 plus 3/8. I need a common denominator, so that gives me c over 8 times 4. 4/8 plus 3/8. Well, that gives me 7/8. Okay, so I have negative 7/8. Okay, now I need to use the multiplicative inverse. The multiplicative inverse is negative 4 over 1. So times negative 4 over 1. So I have x. And since I multiplied by a negative, I need to switch the inequality sign. So x is greater than, and now I can pre-simplify. I have 1 4 and 4 and 2 4s and 8. So my answer is negative 7 over 2, or x is greater than negative 3 and 1/2. Okay, so my answer is x is greater than negative 7/2. Let's look at Arthur and Lance's work. Okay, so far, right here, we got a different answer because we got 7/8. So it looks like Lance subtracted instead of adding. So, Arthur subtracted 3/8 instead of adding. Okay, let's look at Lance. So, this one, Lance, this looks good so far. Now, the only thing that's different here is that inequality sign. He did not switch it. So, Lance didn't switch the inequality sign when he multiplied by a negative.